The ceiling fans? They're very attractive.
Look at the top of his head.
Get ready, so get set, so hang on, so buckle up, so sit tight, so strap yourself in, so brace yourself, so keep your eyes open, so fasten your seatbelt, so stick around, so hang on, so get ready. You just have to be ready. Brace yourself. What you're about to see will open your eyes. The surprises never stop. So you better hang on. So get ready. So fasten your seatbelt. So hold on tight. So hang on. So get ready to get ready. And get ready to get real.
The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
You're all individuals.
Clickety-click.
Crank up the music. Keep an eye on the back.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not to conform or inform. The content on this channel should not be used to replace professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources falls under the fair use of the Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1998. Therefore, no breach of privacy or copyright has been committed. This show is substantially sourced, not affiliated with any community, club, fraternity, or gang. Your cat may vary. I say, moo.
I was walking around yesterday when a man came up to me and started yelling in my face, "Big hole in the ground with water, big hole in the ground with water." Seems strange to me, but I think he means well. He means well.
Satellite tracking continues.
Wow. Wow. Hey, I heard it down there. It echoed. Wow. Hey, everybody. We made it again. It's Friday night. You're on the top side of the grass, top soil, I guess they'd say, top grass. What a kick in the, pat yourself on the back. We did it again. And congratulations. You've at least accomplished that this week. So if you're feeling you didn't get anything done, you got that done. So happy Friday, everybody. I'm so glad that you're all here. There's already confusion and already a little bit of wonkiness with the computer. When I was trying to put the chats in, it was all sticky. And so I'm going to start out by saying, dear Lord Jesus, please watch over this live stream. Make it go smoothly, easily, and fruitful for everyone that's here involved and that'll be listening to it later. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh my gosh, he's already talking about God and Jesus. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So first, let's see. Let's click the button. We need this.
Clickety click.
There it is. Hey, everybody. Good to be seen by you all. I kind of dressed nicely, put on a clean shirt, combed the hair, a little bit that's still there. And I think it's overall looking pretty good. The wife got me some new shades, glasses, and I don't know. They cause a bit of a glare, but you guys have to deal with that. I don't. I like them. They've got this. I was holding against this, but they got this. I sound like such an old person. Shit. But you know what? I'm old.
That's very true.
They got this here system in it, and there's like some redness to it, and it helps with the blueness apparently in the computer screens that I spent a lot of time in. And I don't know why I'm doing this accent. Connor, I know you're here. I never stay in it very long. The only way I think you can get me to stay in an accent is if we do that show you keep threatening about I don't know, Jews in New York. I don't know, but we'd have to do it on your channel, of course, because they'll nail me for strikes and all that stuff. If I even though I have the card, it doesn't make any sense, right? You can have the other card, and you can say certain words all you want. But this card doesn't seem to give me much. This card doesn't seem to have too much juice in it. And I live with the Holy Spirit just writes a joke right in my face. Not enough juice in it. Okay. You got it? Okay. There's a time delay. She's in a different time zone down there. That's true. I was trying to make. I was trying to help you out there, babe. And it's really interesting. Well, it's not that interesting. Don't get excited, everyone. Normally, I pound down cups of coffee up here, and we drank a lot of coffee today. I'm coffeeed out. I can't. So it literally, you can't see it, but this is apple juice, of course, right? The jokes are just writing themselves. I didn't plan. I just need something up here, and then I have water. So, in case anybody's worried, I'm going to be hydrated. It's really hot up here because it's above the fireplace. I actually opened the window back there so I wouldn't start melting on the screen. But hey, already we've got 100 wonderful people. God bless you all. Thank you for showing up here and watching the train wreck that this show is, and proud of it, just saying. And this is the part, like I say, I learned this from Connor, and this is what I call the shilly part of the show, because there are some things that I am working on. This is still the old computer, but I've deleted so much stuff off of it. It seems to be running okay. God bless it. And we're working at getting the new computer installed for here. And that, and then also, like I said, StreamYard sent me a lovely bill. It's about $400 and some $50 for the year. You know, it's like comes out to like $45 a month or something like that. But in any case, don't have to donate anything. If you feel so inclined and you already haven't, there's links in descriptions. You can find ways to donate any way you want. All of it is appreciated. And I'm going to be doing something for the Patreons, because I do have, God bless you all, I've got some long-term Patreons there. And I'm going to put different tiers in it. I'm learning. It's taking me forever, just in case somebody wants to spend anything there. And then also the members. And thank you. God bless you for the members. So I made a music video that I'll release. Well, I'll try to get it out later tonight. That'll be a Patreon or members only stream, or it'll be in the morning, one of those two. And then I put together, I do have a lot of music that I do on this channel because I make little videos that I put memes to, but also before I did the live shows, I did a lot of walking about and talking about things. And at the end, I'd always pick a song. A lot of times, most of the time I'd choose a cover song, and I do that at the end of those videos. And so I grabbed a bunch of those, I put them together, and I put some music videos. Of course, Elon's in there, so you know, how could you have a music show without that? And then I'll figure out a night, and then we can get together, maybe just a members only stream kind of thing, just to thank you. And then of course I'll then premiere that live free so everyone can see it. I'm just trying to give back, because I don't have time really to do a lot of the things that I want to do on those other Patreon and memberships and stuff. So I'll do what I can on that. And then the other thing, if you're interested, my wife makes the best natural soaps that you'll ever use. And it's this right here. There's the I'm sure it's already in the chat, or I'm not sure. If not, we'll get it in there. But this is her soap store. And there are some orders that she's currently working on. I'll throw it in the chat. Let's see. Copy. There are some orders that she's working on. She finished making them and doing the cutting. They have to cure. And then, of course, I'm in charge of shipping. So we're looking forward to, hopefully all of her orders will go out by next week. So thank you for anybody that's done that. Okay. And then, of course, if you just want to do nothing but sit here and hang out, that's perfectly fine. We love that. But if you feel inclined, if you enjoy it, hit the like button, maybe share and subscribe if there's something interesting. So all those are free and they help out the channel. All right. I think that covers everything. That's my whole shield presentation. And let's see. We will. Here, I'll put that in the chat in case you need it. Okay. And you're technically not really tardy yet, because I really haven't started the show. So you're all cool. And you look cool. Was that a yellow beret? What company is that? Can't see it. It's too small, but there we go. Okay. So you're not tardy. And I think I tried to catch most of the people in the beginning, but is there a max headroom thing going on? What's going on? Hopefully not. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, there was you just noticed he was down in the corner. He's the one asking you,
Show you with the box. What was in the box?
So yeah, so that's interesting. I do enjoy my thumbnails. To me, they're all kind of little works of art. And it was funny. I think Connor's in here still. I was teasing him because he mentioned on his live stream that he did a thumbnail using AI. And I said, well, here at the Ceiling Fan Man Studios, we do our best to stay away from AI in any way possible. And also, we don't have any expensive programs or the experience to run them. We do everything free because that's my heritage. See, that's the card I should be able to use. Hopefully that'll be okay. And so anyways, I just thought I'd share with you because I thought it was funny. Where to go? Where are you all? You're all here. Click. Yeah, there's a merch store. Merch. Oh yeah, it should be in the descriptions. It should be there. Oh, okay. Let's see. I won't. It's okay. All right. So there. So that's the one that he did with the AI. And then well shoot, where's the one I did? I just wanted to image. Oh, here it is. That's the one I did with free programs. I don't know. His is definitely more striking, right? But this is his actual face and an actual DiGiorno pizza and an actual guy that's in possession, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that's sideshow that. I thought it was funny. Maybe it's just to me. The homemade. Yeah, right. But yeah, so the whole reason I even brought that up just now is because of the thumbnail thing. So the thumbnail that I have on, let's see, is it? I gotta remove these. Now I'm gonna get too many things. We're gonna crash. We know crashing tonight. Let's see, image. It's where is it? It's one of these. Here it is. There you go. That's the thumbnail tonight. So this is what happens when you're up late at night and you realize that you'd put the show together, but you really didn't even have a thumbnail idea, or it was just getting really late. And I had this weird idea, the discussion about Pandora's box. I don't know if anybody knows that, but so going from that, of course, this is a Saturday Night Live skit, and then this is Brad Pitt. So there you go. That's how that amazing thing came together. So a little behind the scenes that nobody asked for. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Something's wrong with Amy. Prayers for you, Amy. Yes. So where is it? Okay. Pray for your brother-in-law and nephew. Oldest sister passed after a sickness of months. Pray for them. She died today. God bless you. Yeah. We'll all pray for you. These are tough times that we're finding ourselves in. People don't understand the power of prayer, and people don't understand that that whole spirituality and God and all that existence is real. They've been convinced, and rightly so, because I was too for decades, that it's all just like a religious thing to enslave people into a mindset and follow government or whatever. We have that without religion. People follow the government mindlessly anyway. So the power of prayer is huge, and we all will pray for you and your family that they get peace in this situation. So, and you like my something. Okay. My thumbnail. Thank you. Oh, well. Okay. So where are we at here? Yeah, a lot of love in the chat for situations like that. All right. And yes, please. James Freeman. Wait a minute. Is that the James Freeman? Jeannie? James Freeman's in the chat? I don't know. Says so. She'll know. I talked to auditors. Might be him. But yes, government is sure. It sure looks like him, doesn't it? I'll have to check with Finn. He'll know. Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, if it is really, that's wonderful. Yeah. We do watch him all the time. If that's him, I'll have to vet this. Or maybe I can do it right now. Let's see. I click on this. I can check out. It goes to his channel. See, I have power here. Holy crap, Jeannie, it's him. Oh, sorry. That is hilarious. Well, welcome, James. We do watch you all the time. He is very famous. He's way more YouTube famous than I'll ever be. He's got 500,000 plus, 600,000. Yeah. So, okay, where was I? I got lost in the celebrityness of YouTube. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's get into. Let's clear some of these tabs and stuff. So, what do we have here? We'll go with first. Oh, and we'll discuss Pandora's box and how that fits into the show, because it does. Trust me, it does. I know.
That's very true.
Okay. All right. At this point, if you're rolling in, you're going to be tardy. Okay. So we've got clickety click here. Share screen. Okay. So I wanted to showcase this. I talk about this a lot. There are others besides me that are old enough to know this, but these used to be in the playgrounds. And most of the time, they were surrounded either by gravel or cement. And this is why I say that our generation, we're the ones that survived. The rest of them didn't make it. I mean, there's no parents or anything. They didn't know what was going on. And that was a softball. I mean, I took some hits like that. So if there's someone in what are we called again? I forget all the time. We no, we're not. Are we X? No, we are Generation X. The channel help me just in case. But there was no cell phones. Parents had no idea where we were, and if you ate it, then you just had to like tough it up. Hopefully, you got to somebody's house that you could break into the medicine cabinet, which had like 10 things in it instead of a bunch of pills like they do now. That's why we have brain damage. So we are Gen X, yes, and there's very few pictures of us that survive, and we really don't have. I mean, unless you got into Facebook and all that stuff later in life, you really didn't have much of a presence online. So we're kind of like ghosts. It's kind of fun. So, okay, where are we at here? So let's get rid of that. And the slides were pure metal. And especially grew up in California when they were hot, you get third-degree burns. You did it once and you learn never to do it again. So that's how we learned things back then. We had to figure it out. Like this. Am I the only one? This is kind of a little bit nuts. If I'm the only one that didn't know this at my late age. He takes a rake. Well, you'll see the video.
Did you know that if you have a leak?
Wait, how come I can't hear it? My sounds. Hold on. Speaker. That's better. Okay, back to this. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. Son of. Huh? What's the matter? Isn't that wild? Did you see that one? Or did something happen? No, it's working. Isn't that something? I don't know. That was news to me. That was I'm this day old and I just learned that. I'm sure it doesn't work as well on wet leaves, but who knows? But I've always done that. Where's my guy? What do you think of that? Right? That's pretty cool. I don't have anything. I'm going to be raking leaves. Yeah. Oh, great.
No, thank you.
All right. Let's see. What are we doing next? We'll go over here. Go to comments here. Yeah, what kind of magic is that, Rake? So you can't hear anything in the vid. That's okay. He wasn't really saying much, I don't believe, but just the fact that he turned the rake upside down. So yeah. Oh, hey, and guys got to eat. All right. Let's see. Where should we go? And we did have a tardy, looks like, at least one. So let's see. And I have to apologize to, I don't know who it is. I got to explain this. I don't know who it is. There was somebody last week that I kept apparently misgendering. It's one of those names that I thought it was female and it's supposed to be male. And so I apologize if you're here tonight or if you know who it was that I kept doing that to you. The reason I don't know is what happened on that stream was I played a 10-second clip of David Bowie saying the Lord's Prayer, and of course saying it incorrectly. And I got a copyright strike on that because it was from the what do you call it? The funeral or whatever service for Freddie Mercury Queen. And so I had to edit that 10 seconds out and the chat disappears. So just so you know, but whoever that was it Val? Okay. So and it's Val and you're a dude. Okay. I think it's in there now. I should hopefully take care of that situation. So apologize for that. So, okay. All right. Okay, Anna. Shout Susanna. You're tardy and a few others too. Here we go.
I don't feel tardy. I don't feel tardy.
There you go. You got a double shot there. Okay. Did everybody like my little thing at the beginning? I don't know if you saw it. A video was sent to me by another fan. That's so funny to say it, but a viewer. And it was two dogs, and one of them passed gas, and it was okay. It was a little bit out over the top. So what I did is I took that sound effect, and I found a different video, and I made movie magic.
Look at the top of his head.
Why do you guys show up to this? I think it's funny, but a lot of times I'm alone on that. I feel like I've been doing this since I was a kid, doing like little shows and stuff. And then eventually I went into college and did radio and television work and like had to make projects for the class and then did small time stuff like that. Never went very far because I had a family and I kind of just put the brakes on everything. But now I'm back doing it again and I really enjoy it. So I'm glad that you all on some level enjoy it too. Otherwise I'd be talking to myself again. Instead, okay, let's get back into this. Now, this is something I wanted to showcase because, well, we're on this this app called Nextdoor, and Nextdoor, it's a good app if you want to like try to buy things or get free things or sell things, and occasionally it's good for other things, but most of the time it's just a bunch of people arguing with most likely bots and paid people to stir stuff up, and but in addition to that, there's times in there people, because we have a city right here, and there's a lot of city people that have moved here, but there's also areas like kind of where we're at that even though it's just outside the city limits, we're really kind of in the woods, and so there's a lot of like people living in wilderness, there's everything. There's all kinds of animals and coyotes and the snakes don't bite. They're what do you call those? Non-alcoholic, no, non-venomous snakes. And But we've got it all. We got bats, we got birds, we got owls, we got the whole, and bears, of course, too. We got bears, and so every once in a while you'll see a post, and it's somebody that's from the city that's not used to having wild animals, I guess you'd say, or nearby, and they'll be like, "Hey, there's a deer that's dead, and what do I do? Do I call animal control? Do I call 911? Do I?" And my wife will just say, like, just haul it away, go bury it, whatever. Like, what do you say? You say something. Yes, where the men are. She gets thrown off there all the time, but it's like somebody just asked that, like, there's this I don't know, raccoon in the road. What I do, and she'd say something like, "You just missed a perfect opportunity to be a man," and then of course she gets blocked and taken down for like a month or whatever. But so this video was inspired. Had to have been. I think a lot of AI is now making videos for us, but that's later in the show. But this video came to me, and it's the exact situation. So here's the scene where this guy, it's a highway, and it's been cordoned off because there's a deer that had been hit, I guess. And so when my wife says, "Where's the men?" We found one. You got the cops already there, and they're doing nothing but just staring at it and probably calling animal control. Meanwhile, this guy most likely is probably a hunter just because he has a baseball cap turned backwards. But what do I know? He is wearing shorts and it looks pretty cold. So one-handed even. See, hon, I found one. There's a man. You have to call men with guys. Just take care of it, right? James Freeman's your last thing you want to do is call people. Somebody's going to get shot. So there you go. Sometimes you just got to take care. That's what we did. Not to sound old again. That's what we did. You helped out your neighbors. You took care of things. You go all the way back before they had all this taxes for fire departments and stuff. They had fire departments, but there was a lot of volunteer people just from the neighborhood. And if your neighbors needed help, you helped them. But they've consistently, through the last several decades, through my childhood and now through our children, they've gotten us. And then, of course, what happened in 2020, they've isolated us from family, neighbors, things like that. And so, so it's nice once in a while that you can see some of the old ways still there. So, and then so now this one, we've got a couple of things going on. So you got the WEF, they're always seeming to have a meeting, and they just had another one. And this guy, he's a new villain, I guess, on the scene. And Spanish PM Pedro Sanchez demands the end of online anonymity, calling for every social media account to be linked to an EU digital ID wallet. No one can walk the streets with a mask, so why allow people to roam online without revealing their identity? It's not about accountability. It's about total traceability. I mean, they said the quiet part out loud, didn't they? Right? A digital surveillance grid. Oh, that's someone else, but that's what it is. It's a surveillance grid where every post, purchase, and opinion is monitored. So I just find it interesting. It's like, because all the quote conspiracies that myself and other people like me have talked about for the last, whatever it's been, 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, somewhere in that range. Let's see, 17 for me. So that's 8 years, I guess. A lot of the things that we've discussed back then have all proven true. But what's interesting is, like, when you tell people, hey, they're spraying the skies and stuff, and then all my videos have, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know the difference between chemtrail and contrail. There is no chemtrail. And then you fast forward to now where they're all admitting it now. They're actually having, I think, a show on Amazon Prime or one of those, discussing how, they've been spraying us for years and they can prove it and this, that, all the things we talked about. Do we get any accolades or any, hey, these guys have been talking about it forever? No, we're still the crazy people because we were ahead of the curve. And it seems like that's the problem with all this. We always seem to be a little bit ahead of the curve. And when the world comes around to what we were talking about, they they don't know what we were talking about, or they've already dismissed us. But I'll just have to keep doing it. I'll just put information out there.
Information's out there. Information's out there. All you have to do is let it in.
Jeez. And hopefully that was echoing. No, not hopefully, but it probably did. And then there was another weirdness that happened just now. There's when you put in StreamYard and YouTube, whatever, it threw up 2 streams. Blech. And so I had to shut one of them down, and hopefully everyone made it over here. But I don't know. Val, just like you, I'm learning. I'm still learning. So, okay. But see, so what happens? So you go and you check out Brazil, and they went to the Storm COP 30 climate change conference. And do you want to talk January 6th, people? They stormed this place. Now, I don't know about you. I've always thought in my mind that these protests really don't do much. But ones like this, and like the one that they had in that, what was that one country? Was that when Malaysia, I think, where they overthrew the whole royal family and took over the palace and burned things down and stuff? I mean, they call them riots, but that's a protest. And this, where they just literally took over the assembly hall, seems impressive to me. Will this do anything? I don't know. I don't know what the right move is. But what I find interesting is it's always in other countries. When you come to the good old US of A, what do we get? This is people protesting ICE. They're dancing to Billy Joel. They're doing what do you call it? A Zumba class from the 80s. How does this help? I don't understand. Yeah, it's very colorful. It's happening. You're right. But those other people seem like they're actually doing stuff. I don't know how this helps. Meanwhile, that guy's just stealing everything. I don't know. So there you go. That's protest in the United States. Which makes me understand this now. Did you know Nike has already hired a furry? He's a non-binary furry, and he's the new face of Nike. Now, look, this isn't a channel where I'm going to diss anybody's ideas of what they like to do. I'm just saying, for me, geez, I sure miss the days of seeing like Michael Jordan like shooting across the sky, and then people want to buy Air Jordans, or was it Bo Jackson? Bo knows, right? And that guy played every sport, I think. And then it just seemed to me that it was like there was something to it. There was a sense of accomplishment and stuff. Not that I bought into any of that stuff, but I guess I did on some level because I'm nostalgic for it when I see that they've now hired a binary furry. But times change, I guess, right? So Lisa, bye-bye. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I know, 16 Alpha, we are doomed. We are doomed. So, but they're not alone. I mean, you don't just crap on Nike for doing this, because don't forget, Reeboks came out with the official goat shoe because, they show you who they worship. So there's the new Baphomet shoe from Reeboks. So you tell me which one's better, I think it's a toss-up. Yeah, and everything became the goat too, and people don't see it, but there's not anything new. In was it 2 years ago? They made a pair of Trip Sixes for Little Nas. He called them Satan shoes. And I believe they had some kind of blood in it. And this was a real product you could purchase. Comes with this box, and this is the guy that helped design it. So, but no, we're not living in Satan's little season, right? We're not. Well, if we were living in Satan's little season, pizza, there'd be signs, wouldn't there? For those that have eyes to see. Just saying. So there you go. We got goat shoes. And then lastly, on this section, we are officially living the future because originally, I think it was 2015. Yeah, the original date on this in the actual movie is 2015. So we're even 10 years past that, and there's no flying cars. There's no hoverboards. There's not even self-tying Nike shoes yet. So they have goat feet instead. We were promised self-tying shoes, and instead we got goat feet and furries. But we did get Biff in the White House, so that was, that one worked, right? Well, he's got the Biff Towers. They made that comparison for years, Looks just like Trump Towers and all that. So, okay. So, yay, we can delete that group and then come over here and see what you all are doing. So, wow, comment sections are flying lately. I do my best to keep up with you all. But, yeah. Yeah, Biff might have been better. Yeah. We are in the Matrix. Absolutely. And so, yeah, we already passed Soylent Green. We've passed Idiocracy. We're partially into Wally, I believe, at this point. So yeah, yeah, goat shoes, exactly. So I know they're signs. All right, and Zabian, hooked feet, right? What is this? Oh, and Doctor Who is in. Hugh Manuel is in here. So what is this? Oh no, sorry about that. I'll do my best, but this is about as good as it gets. Just so you know. Can't please everyone, but I do my best to put on an hopefully entertaining show. So okay, let's see. So let's go into here and clickety click. Let's do this and this and here. Okay. So I found this, a lot of people did, of course. I don't know if you're keeping up on all the news, but that's why we're here. We go over the ridiculousness of the quote real world, including having Al Qaeda come to the White House. And so you got a gentleman here. Well, I say he's a gentleman. He's in a suit and tie. But up until about, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, he had a bounty on his head of $10 million for crimes against America. And he was dressed in terrorist garb and all that stuff. Now they dressed him all up, call him the president of Syria, I think, and invite him to the White House. And he hangs out in the new giant ballroom and plays basketball. And he's like, mission accomplished. Exactly. It's such a clown show. It is. It's a ridiculous clown show. Now, I haven't seen the Dodgers show up at the White House, but we got Al Qaeda. Go figure. So we got that going. That's if you believe in Al Qaeda. Okay. We can go down that rabbit hole too. But that's one of the boogeymen that they've been looking for, whatever, how many years it's been, and $10 million on his head. And I guess that's over. I guess so. Let's see. But it's brought to you by the people that they jailed Giselle or Gazelle or however you say it. All these people have names I don't even know how to say it. Yeah, it's as fake as ISIS, exactly. You got this gal. He's the only one in jail still, right? Because Epstein decided to check out, I guess, allegedly. And so you got this gal who helped him. But then, of course, according to our president, he doesn't understand why we're still talking about this, because there's never been a book. There never was a list of clients. And so this gal helped the other guy allegedly traffic nobody to no one, right? But she's still in jail. And I say jail with air quotes because She's in some minimum security prison where they make her customize meals. They give her private time in the exercise area, and they have a service puppy. In addition to that, her appeal that's being written is being written with help by the warden. And eventually she's going to get out pretty soon here. And then she's going to be most likely pardoned by President Trump because, she trafficked nobody to no one. And why are we still talking about this? So it's because why wouldn't we talk about this? The warden herself is directly helping Ms. Maxwell copy, print, and send documents related to it. So why would we not talk about it? This I had to verify when I first saw it. This is an actual photo of Donald Trump that was hanging in Jeffrey Epstein's home. This isn't AI. This isn't Photoshopped. As he says that in fake news, this is not fake news. You can even ask your little AI companion, is this picture real? And it'll tell you exactly when. I think it was in the 90s that this came out or so. So this is real. That's why all of them are friends there. You'll never see any of these people come to any kind of thing on this that I can see. If we're going to protest by go in front of the White House and do an 80s fitness to Billy Joel, they're going to laugh at us. These people laugh at us as it is. They're not going away and putting each other in jail. And this is just, it's all of them. It's everyone. Where's my guy? He's over here somewhere.
Everyone!
I mean, that's how this system worked. They'd get dirt on these guys and then they'd hold it over their heads. This is an actual painting that hung in Epstein's home. The first one is, that was a photo that hung in his home. And this is the painting of Clinton in his home. I got in trouble for this because I had someone that said that's fake. Turned out I was right. It's real. And you can find thousands of photos of all of them together having a good old time, partying it up. Hey, what makes you think they're ever going to come up with this? I mean, this is the one thing that's actually put a chink in the armor of the MAGA group. Like there's some MAGA people that are starting to see how deceitful this whole system is. But it took a while, and some people are still trapped in it. I get it. Trump's funny. He's entertaining. He tells you the things you want to hear. He never does any of them, but he tells you he's gonna. Hillary said he put in jail for 8 years. Nothing. No, what does he do? He does this. The White House. American Dream would be accessible to everyone. President Trump today asked the Department of Transportation and Commerce to make vehicle ownership a reality by introducing a 15-year car loan. 15-year car loan. Okay, this one's fake, right? But this one's real. 50-year mortgage. And I don't think those are the actual bankers. Your bankers may vary. 50-year mortgage he just introduced. And you think about it. Most people that I know of, if you can anymore afford a house, is right around, say, 30s. Usually before that, you don't have enough money or you're still trying to figure out who you are and figure out a family and all that. But when you're 30, that's when you usually, if you can, start looking at trying to buy a house. So that means that you pay it off if you're lucky when you're 80, and that's if you keep working. That's why when they had that, Klaus Schwab guy, and he says you'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, they're making it so you can't afford to own anything. And if you did a 50-year loan and, Trump's all like, well, what's the difference? It's just 10 more years or 20 more years. The difference is that it like doubles or triples the amount of money that you end up paying in the same loan, if you can ever pay it off. And I doubt most people can. So, yeah. But I wouldn't doubt if they have the 15-year car loans soon, if they don't already. Okay. But this is a real photo, allegedly. But you can look it up. It is. Like there's Getty versions of it. Like they're not even trying anymore. Who's this makeup artist that can't get this area? I don't understand it. But more importantly, let's check out how a miraculous heel this ear is. Unless you're telling me they spliced in like a piece of silicone or something here. But he got his ear torn off by a 30-06, which is what, like a 5-inch bullet or something like that? I don't know. They're pretty big. And he looks pretty darn good, except for the makeup. So has an ear of steel, just like Charlie's neck has an ear, neck of steel. Everyone's steel. So yeah, it's not weird at all, is it happening? So okay. And it's no shocking though, because look at you've got Nancy Pelosi. Man, it'll be nice to not ever have to say her name anymore. But I believe Congress, they still get paid even after they've quote retired. But she did better. According to the New York Post, the return on her stock outperformed the Dow by 17,000%, raking her in 133. That's their favorite number. Million from 87 to 2025. $1 million. So she outperformed the Dow. So why aren't we choosing her stock picks instead of Warren Buffett? My goodness. That's why I think these protests, dancing in front of them is not going to matter. She'll never even see it. You won't even get close to her private mansion. She'll turn the sprinklers on the lawn. You'll be gone. And no, Fake News Network is not from insider trading. You're right. You're right. But see, we live in, again, I'm telling you, we are in Satan's little season.
Sorry. Pizza.
Because you've got the same people in office forever in this government. We know they're corrupt. We know that they're all involved in this nightmare of perversion that's going on through our nation. I mean, that's why I see it as in the days of Noah, is because they had the same kind of perversion going on back then. And to the point where of idiocracy, where this is an actual BBC documentary. I believe it is about Bill Cosby. Yeah, it's about Bill Cosby.
If we actually grappled with the fact that sex negativity is what causes this type of behavior, then we could...
I'm going to fast forward because I understand BBC is real. They're probably going to cut it anyways. I'll just read what she says. She says that she wants to create a positive world where someone is able to pay a conscious woman to come in, be drugged for a fetish or having relations with them while they're unconscious. That's a fetish now. I thought that was assault. But oh no, if she agrees to it and you pay her. I mean, this is the situation we've gotten ourselves into. And people see this as normal, that they can talk about this on a program discussing Bill Cosby and his alleged crimes. I mean, that's when people say, Jesus, come quickly. It's exhausting beating against this, you know, but that's why we're here. We can't just let it stand. We can't just not speak about it. We have to let people know who's in charge of this world. And then it's not a good place. God's world is wonderful, but these people are trying to pervert it into wearing their Baphomet shoes and drugging people for a gratification. This is horrific what's going on in this country. And then all the top officials, and they're all hiding the crimes of these people because they're involved. Everybody knows they're involved. You can go all the way back to what's that one guy on The Office? Not our office, the other office. Not this. No, where is he? Not this guy. The English version. What's that guy's name? The channel hit me with it, but the English version of The Office. What's that? No, Pierce Morgan. He did that talk show. Wait, no, that's Pierce Brosnan. You're all over the place down there. Oh, come on, Chad. What is the name of this guy? But he did an award show, and he called out everybody in the audience. It's not Benny Hill. Come on, Bruce. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. But in any case, he did an award show where he called out everyone in the audience. When I say everyone, you know I mean everyone. Thank you, Crispy Chicken. I love that name. Ricky Gervais. That's it. So yes. And Hugh Manuel. That's it. Yes. And Missy. We all got it. And no, it wasn't Gordon Ramsay, but you were close. But yeah, so he called him. No, it wasn't Gerald Butler. He called them all out during that live stream, and everyone laughs, and it's still on the internet, and you can see it, and they're like, "Oh, look how shocked their faces are," and stuff. Yet they all know that they all are involved in it. No one's going to go to jail. It's all they're actors. So what makes you think they're not still acting when they're at that show and they look all shocked? He's allowed to say those things. That's part of this whole game is that they reveal it and everyone laughs like it's a big joke. But yeah. So where were we? Let's see. Well, that's right. We're asking for Jesus to come back soon. Okay. Now, oh wait, before I do this, something was sent to me, and of course, I'm also known for pandas being sus, which I've discussed with many people, including JT. I think pandas are sus.
Is my parents' dog moonlighting as a panda?
And so this was said to me, another viewer, listener, and the reason I wanted to show it, not because, I mean, once again, it's a bunch of sussy pandas. I mean, that looks like a doll. Remember that doll that we talked about on the show that you could buy was AI inside it? But, you know, them falling down and, you know, breaking their heads open all the time. But it's coming up here. Let's see, right here. Now, part of the sussiness of pandas is they're very hard to get baby pandas because they only mate one day a year, something like that. And doesn't mean that they're going to actually get a baby from it. But that would mean that their litter is only one or two, depending on, you know, how many pandas you have. So here's my question. This looks like a panda nursery. Where are they all coming from? How'd they get so many baby pandas at once? Now, those look older, but there's another shot of all the infants somewhere here. I mean, that's obviously an infant. Obviously. She's going to eat it now. No. I don't know. Is there more on here? Oh, I can use the red dot. Okay. There's a lot of infants in this video. And my question is, if they're so hard to produce, how'd they get so many? Unless they're making them. I truly believe this is some type of chimera or whatever you call those things. I think these things are somehow, you know, Days of Noah in a lab kind of thing. Look at that. Just saying. I don't know. We'll figure this out. They live in the wild with hamsters. Divine comedy. So in any case, more sussiness on pandas. I just said I'd let people know. I'm on the case. I'll try to figure this one out. Okay, what's next?
Did you know that
Okay, two articles here that first off, you have to remember I'm on YouTube. So we have our disclaimer because I am not a doctor. I don't give any kind of medical, financial, or legal advice. I'm experimenting on myself. So a lot of the things I discuss here, check with your doctor and the 3-letter agencies. You know, I don't know anything blowback on me. But I found this interesting. So this person is saying,
during 2021, while we were all locked down at home during COVID-19, that our government in the United States was paying researchers to investigate 2 of the 36 poisons that were found in all COVID patients, and they injected them into mammals and created within 72 hours glioblastoma tumors.
Right.
And then they were paid by our government to see if they could reverse glioblastoma tumor formation that they created in 3 days or less. And do you know what they dissolved within 72 hours glioblastoma tumors with? Nicotine.
Isn't that interesting? Now, the thing about this, if you go into the history of nicotine, or tobacco, let's say, if you go back to like the days of the natives, or however you want to say, they smoked all kinds of tobacco in their peace pipes, and then eventually would smoke mullein also, because mullein is known to be cleansing. And so, that's one of the properties that's said by it. And if you look through the history of, say, lung cancer, it doesn't go back all that far. It sort of shows up right around the time they industrialized cigarettes and started putting them into the certain types of papers and the certain types of filters, and where the tobacco was grown and how it was harvested. And when you add all those things into it, suddenly you see rise on the horizon of the big C, which is, I think, going to be a huge thing coming up in the next few years that I'm not even going to really have to be able to discuss too much about it, because YouTube's already just said that that's an area that they really want to make sure that you're very careful on it, misinformation and stuff. So I don't know these two gentlemen. Do your own research, but he says that it helped with Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, colitis, arthritis, psoriasis, gout, osteorheumatoid, and let's see, and myocarditis. So what this guy's saying.
Did you know that autism?
You'll have to look into this yourself. It's just I found it interesting, and I'll throw this link in the chat in case anybody wants to check it out. Because in addition to this one, where are you guys? I found one other article that is not something that I can. Oh wait, let me stop this for a second and go over here, because I do have some people over in Rumble, and I don't want to miss out on them. Where are you? I'll throw it over there. Oh, I just heard myself. There we go. Okay, so we got there. And okay. And then the other article that I thought was really important to see. Oh, I almost forgot you Rockfin people. Throw that over there too. So I do have viewers over there, and I appreciate them over there too. Okay. Paste. Okay. But the next article, I'll have you all read through it on your own time, because this is definitely here, I'll put it here. It's about the big C, and it is even though it's a peer-reviewed paper, I just like keeping my channel. So I'll let you read the article on your own. I'll throw it in the chats there. And it's this article here. Clickety click. I wish that we did have free speech and we could talk about these things, but they own the platform. They can tell you what you can talk about or not. And so this is someone that he's talking about the Ivor and Fenboden and whatever, and he says that it works on the big C, and he's got this peer-reviewed paper that you can read through, and where he says that they help. So look into that yourself, because what we have right now, it's radiation poisoning, and it's what do you call it? What's that other thing? Chemo, which is a type of poison. So I don't know, look into this. I found it very fascinating, and course, you'll never see anything about this until it blows up somehow in mainstream, if it ever will. Who knows? So let's see. Go back in here. I think I put it on all the channels, did I? Did you all get it? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. So go back in here. Clickety click. All right, where'd he go? Okay. Now, this I found interesting. They're all talking about, the Aurora Borealis, or however you say that, happened this week. And it happened all the way across the United States, which, is obvious to me. It feels like it's manipulation of the weather. But we had this, and I have a video of it. This happened at our house in 2019, where the entire sky, just everything went purple. And this was in Ohio. And same thing happened to them. And so it's interesting because I didn't find anyone else talking about it when I had my video that showed this. But here's one, finally. And so I wonder what this is. And the weird thing is there's another thing. I didn't find them because I'm in the process of trying to take everything off this computer. Excuse me? Yeah, I also was going to discuss the fog that we've been having, because right after the Aurora Borealis, whatever, the Northern Lights happened this week, and everywhere is posting pictures that look like, where is it? Like this. And that one's, of course, from space. We had this weird fog that comes out afterwards. And I say weird because you can see it in you turn on a flashlight at night and you can see it falling down like what do you call washing machine soap. It's really weird and thick. And so I don't understand how any of this works. Of course, none of us do. But the fact that they're telling me that there was some like giant solar magnetic flare off of the sun, which I don't believe those guys, anything they say anyways, that caused all this, I don't believe it. I like the people that didn't get to see him and they just did that. Or this person that put the screensaver from their television. So, but yeah, these lights that have only been in when I was growing up in like Antarctica or Alaska or whatever. No, they're all over the place all of a sudden. So nothing to see there, I guess. What's interesting is we're not going to find out what any of this stuff is until Jesus' return and we come and we're done with all this nonsense. But then it won't matter. We won't care. So, but yeah, now we have mystery fog. So, what's this last one here? On this one, now we've heard really weird noises out here. Wouldn't you agree, hon? I know she. Yeah. So I know this is true. At least I've heard this stuff. So this is going on in Florida.
Looking up to some disturbing sound all through the whole area. It's called 911, and they said they've gotten like over 50 calls about it.
Now, I don't know what a seal would sound like opening or a titan coming out of the earth, but couldn't this be it? I seen Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Are we breathing in something we shouldn't be breathing in right now?
Nobody, they said they called 911 and they got dozens of 911 calls, but nobody can explain it. Feats don't fail me now. So yeah, you're right. Fake News Network is a Titan, right? Who knows? Sure sounds like it. But yeah, Bill Case says dragons, Jeannie. Maybe. Missy Davis says Big Mike. I like how people just say Big Mike, if that's what you were referring to, and I know who you mean. So, yeah. So that's what's going on inside the earth. We'll never know, at least not until we don't need to know, and we won't care. All right, what's next? Oh, okay. So that gets into the meat of the stuff there. So I think we should do here. Stop that. Well, you didn't hear anything? We have to back it up. It's like because I already clicked it off. It's like it was a loud stomping and machinery sounding, I guess. Maybe they're pounding the firmament. Maybe, Groot. Maybe. So is that Elon? Elon. Yeah, how do you sleep through that? I don't know if you could. Yeah. A giant flamethrower. Yeah, that's kind of a similar sound, I guess. Mm-hmm. Rocket reentry, maybe. Yeah. So, yeah. No good sleep. Okay. Maybe they're tunneling. Masculine Val. So sorry about that. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Let's go back into. Oh, I know what she. Hey, hon, look. What? Anna shouts Hosanna. Yeah. She's talking about some of the noises we hear. Super loud bass repeating out in the sticks and no one's around. You could feel it in your chest. Yeah, we hear it. The way to describe it, it sounds like there's a medium size or larger truck that's just outside your driveway, but then you go outside and you look and there's nothing out there, but you can still hear it. It's like coming from underneath you. That's the way only I can describe it. And maybe it is the Dumbs. That could be. So, yeah, something underground. Yeah, we went outside too. There's nothing out there. No car, no truck, nothing. And Winnie hears it too. Yeah. Marcus, someone knocking at the door? Somebody ringing the bell? Would you do me a favor? Would you open the door? Let him in. Shows are just for me. And if you enjoyed that, I highly recommend you tune into the Singing Spectacular, Music Spectacular that'll be coming soon. Just don't know exactly when. But when I know, you'll know.
Show you with the box. What was in the box?
So what's in the box? So if you go with the box story, Pandora, everybody's heard it, right? It's not just a thing to listen to music to. But Pandora's story, I think it was Greek. And she was the first woman. Sound familiar? I mean, everything's plagiarized from the Bible. See, you got Eve, first woman, and Adam was told by God, "You can do whatever you want, have fun, but just this one tree, don't eat the fruit from it. There's a tree of knowledge of good and evil. You don't need to, and I'll take care of it. You don't have to worry about it." So he's like, "Cool, sounds good." And then, of course, Eve shows up after that conversation, and the devil deceives her and entices her to eat the fruit because he says that surely you won't die. He wants to keep this information from you because once you eat from it, then you'll be as gods, right? And you'll live eternal, and you'll know everything and be like God. And I find it interesting, the correlation. So then you take the Pandora box story, and it's the same kind of thing. And she's given this box and told not to open it. I mean, what a crappy thing to do. Who gives the president and says you can't open it? But in any case, she gets this box and she opens it, and every vile thing comes out, all evil and sickness and death and all that comes out of that box. And of course, she slams it shut, but it's too late. It's all been released into the world. But when she opens it up, the only thing that she left in there was hope. And so you're supposed to take this moral of the story that you still have to have hope, even though the world is now full of all this evilness, which is just basically a bastardization of the actual Bible story, where you're not supposed to have hope. You're supposed to have what? Anyone? Bueller? Faith. You have to have faith. I know, faith, hope, and charity, but the big one is faith. And so you take that story, and once that box is open, and then the humans are like gods, that's the box that once you've opened it, you can't close. And so if you take that and you connect it to the situation we find ourselves now, I believe, if nothing else, AI is one of those boxes, if not the box of our generation. Oh, you know what? Wait, before I get calm down there. Before I get to that, I forgot something. I wanted to mention this. One of the things that the Bible says that the end times are the days we find ourselves in, as in the days of Noah. And just one other coincidence for your wall there, or whatever you have, your shed, your garage of coincidences. Did you know the company that deals with things like what we've been witnessing across the United States with these weather patterns and the weird colors and northern lights and all that stuff? It's called the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Pronounced what? NOAA. Just saying. Just another coincidence for y'all that the as in the days of Noah. So there's that going for it. So we've got AI. And even though the Bible doesn't necessarily mention robots and AI, although there are cities now called AI in the Bible, it talks about statues. And it talks about how in Revelation that the beast is able to give life to the statues, and they speak and talk for the beast. And I truly believe it's describing this kind of situation we're finding ourselves. So first off, you've got ChatGPT, which besides them, there's what Grok has one, and I think there's one other. Excuse me. And I covered a story a few weeks back that Netanyahu specifically said Israel is going to buy billions of ads and spend billions of dollars into social medias to basically propagandize them. He said it. You can look at Netanyahu, says it himself. So they're doing it. They're throwing it at things like ChatGPT.
LGBT questions related to the history of Christianity and will now be altering answers to be more friendly to Israel. Israel's pouring millions of dollars into ChatGPT and other AI systems to bolster Christian support in America. And in doing so becomes the first country to openly bribe AI. Christian support for Israel in America is declining, and the Israeli government is pouring $90 million into the history of Christianity on ChatGPT, changing ancient names to Israel and emphasizing Jewish culture in the Bible. Now, the U.S. has already signed off on allowing the Israeli government to buy up contracts with AI, again, the only country that can do so, and they're now looking to make people religiously believe and support Israel through AI answers. Also partnered with YouTube to alter search results. All things that the Trump administration has signed off on and allowed the Israeli government to invest in.
I don't know what to say about it. We know who's running everything. Yeah. God talks about this in the Bible. He says that there's going to be people there that say there's somebody and there's somebody else, and they work for a different team. It's all in there. It's all in there. Oh, look at this. Just another coincidence. Trending in the United States, Noah. There we go. Nice. So you can move on. But wait, there's more. Now this is funny. So the Russians, they unveiled their first AI robot. But I'm not dissing, well, I guess it'll sound like a little bit, but they love their vodka over there. I know, I've got tons of Russian relatives on both sides, all sides of my family. They love their vodka. And so it wouldn't shock me that the programmers might have been a little toasted when they programmed this robot. He looks drunk. Music. Oh, I mean, I've walked home from places kind of like this. He looks like he knows he's potentially going to fall. And down he goes. Boom goes the dynamite. So, okay, AI's not ready yet, John Connor, but they're getting close. And then let's hide this. Nobody saw that. They're getting close. We're not quite at iRobot stage or any of that, but we're getting very close. And so is that Joe Biden? Maybe, Wendy. So, yeah. Oh, someone else said that Joe Biden. Oh, of course, Connor. Okay. So you both did. Water. As I talk about vodka, I couldn't just pour straight vodka. You have to be really drunk to get there. It takes dedication to get to that stage. They do it in the movies all the time. Cracks my wife and I up. They'll come in from a hard day and they'll just grab a whiskey bottle and just start pounding shots down. It's like, okay. But okay, so that's the Russian version of AI. But wait, there's more. Nay. You've got the first person that I ever heard had done this was Bruce Willis. Had signed off his face and whatever, so they can continue to make TV and movie and commercials with him, even though he can't now apparently. And so that was like the first story a few years back. Now we've got Michael Caine and I think it's Matthew McConaughey have sold the rights to their voices.
My name is Michael Caine. You know, I've played many roles in my life, both on and off the screen.
So this is just AI.
The accent, the balance, connection, met with caution. And rightly so. But every single time.
So that's not him. That's AI. And I think Morgan Freeman actually has a lawsuit going right now because somebody used him and he didn't sign off on it. So we're being shown that they are advancing us to like I said, not just a dead internet. There won't, whatever these people were, if they were humans, if they were demonic lizard, I don't know. Whatever actors and actresses were, they're quickly being replaced, where it's all just going to be computerized database. And then eventually it'll just be in our lives. And we will be in the matrix. We didn't have to get plugged in the back of our neck. We didn't even need Captain Brain Chip's Neuralink. We're just going to, as a society, immerse ourselves into this world. You think I'm joking? Check this out. This is an all AI generated country song. It's topping the Billboard charts. And I don't even know how much of it I can actually play. Because
but I don't stay low.
Even though this person doesn't exist, I could maybe get a copyright on it. How weird is that? Come on, play a little bit. Or maybe not. AI shut me down.
I live my way, ain't nobody gonna take my say. This road's been rough, but
isn't that something?
If you don't like how I talk, I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk.
Isn't that something? Number one in whatever chart this was. Doesn't even exist. They even have a fake picture of him. How long before there's concerts for this guy? Yeah, it does sound very like soul. You want to talk soul? How about this one? This one my wife found. I couldn't believe this. I mean, I can now. This is an AI computer.
My declaration. The Lord is my light and salvation. Lord, rise a breeze. See, the Lord is good. His love runs free. Yet you see me, oh Lord.
So they take all of the Psalms, I believe, and turn them into music. Yeah, gospel. But it's all AI. There's no band, there's no singer.
Erase where I've been from. Where's my help? But I know you're near.
I don't know. It's just like this is the beginning stages of this stuff. They already have way better than this. Obviously, this is how this works. They roll this out. And when you look at how AI came about, they really have no origin story. You can only go back so far, and then they're just like, we don't know. It's kind of like Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, what is it? Tashi Yamamoto or somebody, or Hitachi something. And then when you research that, it even tells you it's most likely a made-up name. And they say it's probably the Russians or the Chinese, which means it's most likely the CIA. And then I think there was an article today on Twitter that one dude, he's pretty famous with Bitcoin trades and stuff. And he's like, yeah, they're putting AI on Bitcoin, and they're going to go back like 10 years and try to find out if anyone's paid any kind of like taxes on that stuff and all that. So part of the reason they sold crypto to people was anonymity, and you could buy and sell and the government would never know. That's all obvious garbage. I mean, the government's in charge of it, just like everything else. Caesar wants his due. But yeah, it's pretty weird. Because I can actually see, and I don't want to encourage AI, but I can see myself listening to this kind. I mean, it's nuts. So, just saying.
There's no God at all.
Of course, AI would say that. Anyways, enough of that. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I called BS on cryptocurrency too, Connor, because it's the money of the dead, right? Crypto. I don't know. Plus, where do you spend it? These people, if they made a whole bunch of money on it, then what? Can you buy a car with it? Can you buy a house? Or do you have to then convert it back into fiat dollars or something else before you can spend it? So there's everything's trackable and traceable, and they're wanting to do more and more every day. So, so then that's okay. We got music covered. Check out this. So this is now what every gamer had ever wanted. You put your VR headset on, and they're quickly making your world indistinguishable from AI or VR. And that's what I'm saying. They're not going to have to force things on us. It's the amazing thing about this technology that they're doing. They're making people want to do it. They're making people say, hey, that looks super cool. I want to try that. And so we're paying for our own enslavement, because the people that are in charge, not to make, any kind of commentary, but they're cheap. They don't spend money on this stuff, and they get people to lock down in their homes. They get people to shut their stores. They get people to do all kinds of things in the name of medicine and science. And they got everyone buying Ring cameras, so we're all monitored at their houses. You got Alexas in their houses. They got televisions that monitor them, provably so. They'll admit it. They've got street cameras everywhere. It's just quickly evolving into we are in the Matrix. but we're going in by choice, right? We're supposed to think that we're going to be forced into it. We're asking to go into it as a populace. So no, Pandora's box, it's open. And I believe AI, which, most likely is demon technology, is leading the way. You can't believe anything you see on these machines anymore. Here's a gal at the beach, but this isn't what she looks like
right now, except I'm not really wearing makeup, and my waist is not really that small, my boobs aren't really that big, my hips aren't really the shape, and I don't actually have a suntan yet, but because it's the internet, I am able to show up as a version of myself that is completely fabricated, which in turn may leave you comparing yourself to a version of me that does not even exist. So yeah, after all of that, the thing that I had to show you was a completely normal human body that is all too easy to manipulate on the internet.
Is that fantastic or what? Or scary? Yeah, Alpha, we'll get over there and thank you for the super chat. It's like the holodeck in Star Trek. It's we'll walk into it. Exactly. I think we'll walk into it. I don't think it will be pushed out to us. It'll be pushed out to us, and then people will just go on their own. They'll be excited to. You should have taken the blue pill. And I just had that scene. I still love that scene, but I just found out something really I found interesting is, and again, thank you very much for that, Alfredo. It's going to the computer fund. That scene in Matrix when the one guy eats the fake steak. Oh, it looks so good. And the way he eats it, it just looks so incredible. And then I just found out that the guy doesn't like red meat. And so they made that out of, I think, shiitake mushrooms, made it look like that. And after every take, he spit it out. I'm like, well, whatever. I still think that's one of the greatest scenes. Yeah, Cypher. Yeah, Cypher. So, but yeah. Okay. So anyways, we're back to this. Get back over here. Clickety click. Go over here. So isn't that something how she changed so quickly? I found that pretty well. And then now you've got this. Now this is again a program that you can, I assume, just work at a home computer. And he took this scene from, I think it's Wolf of Wall Street, and puts him on a playground. I mean, I don't want copyright, so I don't play too much of it.
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean,
he's talking to the other guy we were just discussing, Matthew McConaughey, and they got him on a park bench.
Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table.
And they move it around. They get him in the snow.
Congratulations. Thank you.
He's on a beach.
Move the money from your client's pocket.
I think I got them all. Did I get them all? Let's see. Yeah, park bench, snow. He's on a beach. And then, he goes to space. Where'd he go? Yeah.
Correct.
And then he goes on the Wild West. But you can see how flawless this is. And again, these are the programs that you can buy for home use, I guess. Right? I don't know about it, but it's pretty amazing on how far we've come with this technology. I mean, it's at the point you don't know what you're watching anymore, period, end of story. And the only way you can possibly find out if what you're seeing is an AI is you have to research it and try to find this. But the problem is, you know what most people do to research this, at least on Twitter? They go up here to this little Saturn symbol. That's what it is. And they ask AI to tell them, is this true or lie? But you're asking AI to talk about itself. And then sometimes you get to the point where it tells you, it can't answer that, or what people say is if you want to say something, but you can't say, I don't know, popcorn or a weird word or something. But and they get these wrong all the time. I'll see a little clip here and I'll ask Grok what movie it is, and it gets the movie wrong every time. Well, not every time, but quite a bit gets it wrong. So either they lie or they don't even know. And yet people are trusting this. So when you can't figure out if this is real or fake, then you ask this thing, which is another version of AI, is it real or fake? But we're at the point in our timeline. There was a movie, and I've talked about this before. If you can find it, it's called Looker. Here, let me stop this here. Clickety click. Let's see. Here it is. 1981. And most people have never heard of it or have never seen it. Let's see if we can get on here. Where are you all? Clickety click. Had to yell at a dog. Okay. Where'd it go? Clickety click. This movie, Looker. It was about this future company that they'd take you and you're a model, and they would put you into this machine. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. And it would scan you right down to every last bit of you and your eyeballs and everything. And they would then make a replica, an AI replica of the model. And then they could insert them in whatever they wanted and not have to ever have a model again. They already have their model. It can say and do whatever it wants. And that's what they're doing right now. And this movie was back in 1981. And then these really cool guns that freeze you out and you go to a trance. It's a pretty trippy movie. Anyways, we're at that stage now. So here's a guy in China, and he's working on a program, and he takes this person's headshot, and he then goes and puts it into this scene, and this person's puts it into this scene, and then the last person, he tells him what chairs he wants them to sit in. And there it goes. So now they're in the room. And lastly, he gets a third character, and he inserts her into the room, and she's standing. And then he gives the computer program two options for her to sit. She can sit into either chair. And he runs the program, and there she goes. Now, how far away are we from this being a complete television program or a movie? That's it. Game over, man. Game over. We're doomed, I tell you. Yeah, I mean, this is it right there. This is the beginnings. We're watching it happen. And eventually, all televised visions and movies and stuff, none of them will have actual humans in them. Or at least there'll be a huge presence of only AI actors and only AI singers. So you want to talk dead internet? We're just watching computer programs at this point. I mean, we are very immersed in the matrix. And the next stage of this, yes, doomed. Wait, there's more. The next stage is even crazier, because you could say, well, I don't watch movies or TV anymore. Fine. But this is the next stage. It's this ad I found, or it found me.
He's getting bigger. See? Oh. honey, that's wonderful.
Kicking like
So
crazy.
she's talking to her
He's
mom.
listening. Put your hand on your tummy.
Her
and
mom's telling her how to like
you
take
just
care of the
love
child. Things that she used to like humming when she was a baby.
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh,
The problem is her mother has already passed away. She's talking to an AI fake person. Here's 10 months.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This
She's not there.
baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do all kinds of fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie.
And now he's 10 years old. Now remember, she passed away before he was even born.
School today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
And now he's 30.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, congratulations.
She says that he's been kicking a lot though. Like,
Before Charlie.
Okay, Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom. Just 3 minutes.
You need my best side?
Can I see another one?
I can play the piano.
So talented.
I am. I'm absolutely.
So her mother, I mean, this is the commercial, is telling you where we're heading. Her mother did a 3-minute video before she died. They had her turn all different ways and do all these things. They got an AI presence of her, and boom, she's with them the rest of their lives. And you want to read the passage in there where it talks about where Satan says, once you have this, you can be like gods and live eternal. This is eternal living, trapped in a matrix. And now you've got your entire human family. I mean, not staring less at screens, staring more at screens, having complete relationships with non-existent people. Mad Pax, check please, you're out. Right? That's the Pandora's box. That's where it's heading. That's the way I see it anyways. That's where we're heading. At least that's where they want to put us to. Yeah. So, yeah, it's very creepy. And eventually, I don't think you'll be allowed to use cash. All just digital currency and digital ID. So it does seem like a trailer for a movie, but no, this is where they're heading. This is what they want to head to us towards. So, all right. Yeah, crispy chicken, you guessed it. Yeah. So, yeah, it is like necromancy. Masculine Val. It is. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. What are we seeing here? Amen to that. Definitely. Yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Show me my dead on my screen. But that's the thing. They never actually said mirror, mirror on the wall anymore. Now it's magic mirror. Mandela effect. We keep going. Yeah, right. I keep getting older, but grandma stays the same age. And with that other program that gal on the beach used, you could just make grandma look as old or as hot as you want, I guess. So there's that going for him. Okay, what's next? Oh, how could I forget this? Although it's been kind of boring lately, but it's sort of a staple in the show. Some people, they wait just for this moment. And so here we are.
And so here we are.
This week in Scary Space News.
So this one I just thought was interesting. This is an active volcano from space. I guess the ISS. But the one thing that I noticed on, and other people have too, is that if the Earth is spinning as fast as they say it is, how come smoke goes straight up in the air and it doesn't follow? Shouldn't it be like making a trail going off to the side as the Earth turns away from this? And of course, if you read into it, they give you 10,000 lines of science and math and shut up, and they try to explain it away with the way the atmosphere turns with the Earth, and I don't know. Try to explain it to me with all those word salad, but my eyes tell me something's wrong here. To me, this looks like I would see smoke going up on what? A flat, stationary plane of existence. As God says so in the Bible. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTube guy. Then there's this. Because they're always it's something people need to see once in a while. That they use hairspray.
And Viv Spike Seltzer has 0 grams of sugar. It's light and refreshing, perfect to drink by any ocean.
So for a commercial, they know how to make it flow. For the space station, it just sticks like it's been hairsprayed. Meanwhile, zero gravity, hair goes everywhere, except in space, where it just looks like some kind of witch's costume that it never moves. It's so hairsprayed down. It's insane. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. So, anyways, enough of that. But the thing that's making scary space news boring is no one's talking about anything except 31 Atlas. And even that, they're really not showing us anything. Every week we get a different, weird cartoon. Is it real? Is it Memorex? Is it fake? Is it AI? I don't know. But this thing's still supposedly showing up here eventually. I think it gets here around Christmas. I don't know. They keep changing the date, I think. And it's changed color. It's changed direction. It's picked up a couple of friends. But they still, no news, no new information on this. So, anyways, hopefully be here soon so we can stop talking about it. We can get some other kind of space news. All right, what's this? Delete group. Good. And now we get into this one. Because this is a spiritual battle we're in. And there's evidence that there were already some devastation here. Because you can go through and see that God's devastation, destruction, as written about in the Bible. This is an area that's known for this incredible view. And I apologize what it says where it is. Where is it? Maybe it's on the thing here. Monument Valley. Apparently they shoot a lot of movies and TV shows. This is another one that was sent to me by one of my viewers, my listeners. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Designed to bring travelers faith.
And what I see here is, in my mind, there was a city here. There was some kind of structures here that were melted like wax in a fervent heat. Those are all words that are used by God. Because nobody on earth knows how to do that, but God does. I mean, that looks like it was a building of some kind. And what's interesting too is, they always show us, look at that one. They always show us that one you can actually almost see like doorways or windows or something. They always show us like in the Bible days, everyone's living in little huts and stuff. And yet the old Bible that I have, it shows like crazy buildings back then. Some that went on for miles, some of these cities. There's some cities that it took several days to walk through. So this whole thing could have been structure of some kind. We don't know. We showed up here too late. It already happened. But you can look at pictures like this. And this is a 1657 depiction of the Hebrew Joseph being received into the city of Polis, after Pharaoh appointed him minister of all of Egypt. Now look at that. Now that doesn't look like huts and stuff. I know they said they had slaves building these things, but still, how in the hell did they do it? And if this kind of city got destroyed by God because he does some smackdown in Babylon for sure, couldn't it end up looking like this? Absolutely. Hence the reason I feel we are in the little season after some kind of, where's a good shot of this stuff? After some kind of destruction happened. I guess we have to make it larger. No. Anyways. Where is it? Huh. I know I saw it a minute ago. We'll just go back and forth until we find it. Or we won't. Oh, we had to make it full screen. That's why I couldn't find it. So yeah, I think you could say that this kind of structure could have looked more like this in one day. But see, we weren't around to see this. These cities don't exist. So if these cities are gone, where'd they go? They had to have been destroyed. How'd they get destroyed? There's such a huge city. Did they have a fire? Did a cow kick over a lantern? What caused these cities to disappear? And how can we forget where they are? Like, that's the other thing that blows me away when you read the Bible. It's like, there was a flood. I mean, all the different belief systems all believe in a worldwide flood. That's like in all of them. And so you have this worldwide flood. I would think for the rest of life, you'd be passing down that information. Oh, you know what happened 10 years ago? There was a giant flood. There's only one family that made it out, you know? It's like, and you're going to continue this throughout, generations and explain this story. But no, nay. You get to Abraham's day, and at one point God says he's the last righteous man left. Whoa, wait a minute. How did we go from seeing God's wrath and judgment on the whole earth and only one family survives and then they help populate the rest of the earth, to we've forgotten who God is and we're back into the days of Noah? Well, look where we are now. Here we are again. This whole society is gone. We don't know what happened to them or where the buildings are. Like I said, some of them I believe look like this now. And other versions of that. And none of this was passed down. It's all just been erased from history. Well, that sounds like if you had Christ on earth for the 1,000-year reign, the light years, wouldn't you change that up if you were Satan and make it the dark ages, about 1,000 years where nothing happened? It seems to fit, and the Christians are persecuted and the martyrs were martyred. You can use that as a verb and a noun, I guess, huh? And you've got all these stories. Why wouldn't the disciples give up and say, okay, he wasn't God on earth, don't hang me upside down or boil me in oil? Or no, they went to their deaths. Some of them pretty violent, these deaths, because they couldn't not say the truth. Why is there only one religion that people fight over and care about? This is a pretty good example. Muhammad, here's his grave. Confucius, here's his grave. Buddha, here's his grave. The only one that's not in his grave, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And ours, it's ours. He's for everyone. He's for everyone. And when I say that, I mean it. Everyone! When this whole system started, you had the special children. And then Jesus showed up, not for the special children, because they should have known better. He was here for everyone else, for the Gentiles, for the downtrodden, for whoever didn't understand the situation they were in. He came back for everyone else. So what'd that do? That pissed off some of the special children. So they've been fighting it ever since. And that's where we find ourselves. We're in that same situation again. Enough time has gone by. Enough propaganda has gone through. They've got enough of these, this push on us, and through the media and through the all these other systems, they're rewriting history right in front of our eyes. You know, we used to say that, you know, Fahrenheit 451. That's another one that, you know, we live through, right? That Soylent Green, all these other ones. But they don't need to burn books anymore because everyone's converting to digital, right? Digital books and all this. And so to change a digital book, all you have to do is hit a keystroke. I mean, you can change Wikipedia if you know how to do it. And so eventually they can change, as we discussed earlier, like they're doing now with algorithms in YouTube and ChatGPT and some other ones. They're changing it right in front of our eyes. And so eventually, that's why I encourage people. I have books. We have a bunch of books. I'm sure a lot of those I've read, and I'm sure many more I haven't. But that's okay because I can get to them eventually. They're still there. They're not gonna go away, you know? And so digital this, digital that, it's all manipulated, and it's all under the control of whoever's running the show at that time. And so I guess the takeaway is this. Pandora's box has been opened. That you can't close it. She tried it, and didn't work out for her either. And the same thing with us going back to the garden. We've been tossed out long before we even showed up. Wah, it's not my fault. Well, but throughout your life, there's been a time when you've chosen sin too. God says it's in our hearts. So you're in good company, I guess. Everyone sins. There's one perfect person, and the special children made sure that he was, you know, taken out of this earth. So here's what we can do. We can change ourselves. That's why the relationship, your spiritual relationship with God matters, because he changes your heart. And once he does it, then you can't help but want to please God. You don't want to disappoint him. I mean, it's worse than disappointing your parents. He's like the final say, and he changes your heart in a way that you try to be a better person. And the other thing I like about this situation that we find ourselves in, I forgot. I almost wanted to. Oops, where'd it go? Almost forgot this. Let me grab this here. Okay. Here it is. When I was putting this show together, I came across an email, and I reached out to the person and said, "Do you mind if I shared it?" Because I know there's other people that feel like he does. And so I'll just read it. He asked if I bugged his house. I do have satellites everywhere, just so you know. As time goes on, your Friday night show somehow becomes a recap of my thoughts and discussions I have throughout the week. I'm in the mountains of Maryland. So, Mr. Fan Man, how do you explain that? Well, I told you I have satellites everywhere. But these are the moments that touch me, that it makes all this, everything else that goes along with this show. When God sends a letter to me for me to read this is what keeps me going, because there's people out there that I don't know are listening and maybe never will hear from them. But this gentleman wrote, "Please know that you've become very important to me. I've never been close to anyone before all this happened. And now that Father shook me awake, all the people in my life think I'm insane." Yep. Check that box. Except my mom. Again, you helped me so much with that. She has been medicine free for over a year and getting healthier by doing just that. You're a blessing to me, and I'm a sensitive fellow, but not by any means, but love you like a brother. And I cannot ever repay you for what you have done for me. Man hugs. I'm not crying, you're crying. But, and I've already read this letter, but still, it gives me the feels. And that's the thing that that just, it knocks me back, because God has given me this platform, some ability to be entertaining and do some research and present it in a cohesive way, coherent, maybe is better. And I'll never know. Well, I won't not ever know, but there's many times that I'll never know someone I've touched or reached out there on something that I've said or done. And so I wanted to thank my friend in Maryland and anybody else. I've had other letters written also. But if there's someone out there right now that feels this way, or I have touched them in some way to make them feel not alone, then that's God's grace. That's God's blessing. And that was truly the Holy Spirit working through me. And I feel so blessed that I'm allowed to do this and to talk to you all. It really is truly a gift that I cherish. And I cherish every one of you that show up here and listen to my ranting and raving. And the people that write me like that, or snail mail, I love that too, or any other way, comments on the videos. Please, I encourage all that. And so I guess that's it. I think we've hit over 2 hours, and I've cleared all my tabs. I'm going to put up this new music video. It's based off of that new song, Strange Games, from Slow Horses. And then I'll have my music video night. I'm not sure when. I'll try to figure it out a night that we can get together and do it for everyone here. So, all right. Thank you so much. God bless you all for being here. Please, Lord, watch over us and guide us through these times. For those of us that are hurting and alone and that are fearful, please send the Holy Spirit, the comforters you've promised. Continue to help us lift up our hearts and spirits and heal us and guide us through these times so we can be there for those that are still figuring this out and still waking up to the lies of the world and the truth, the way and the life through Jesus Christ. We thank you, Father, in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Thank you again, everyone. God bless you all. Let's do this again. I'm not sure about the music thing. I'll figure that out and I'll post some stuff about it. And we'll definitely do this again next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Check your local listings. With that, he says this with a knife in his leg.
Class is dismissed.
All right. Thank you again, everyone that's here tonight and that'll showing up later. And if you liked it, please make sure that you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I thank you. God bless you all and have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
I'm the satellite. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Satellite transfer complete.